On Saturday, May the 3rd, 2025, I posted Anachronism 4691. It's called A Lack of Consumer Confidence. My truth is a shambles, but I get at it. There are, of course, ways in which I might divert my mind away from a truth so that I convince myself, at least momentarily, that the aspect I'm avoiding isn't me. To believe that I would never. I've been thinking about this recently, dealing with customer service at various companies where some of the tiny amount of income that comes my way then goes off to. I'll be promised a reduction in fees, a deletion of a charge, or a way to save $1 or $2 each month by doing this or that. I rarely give in to these sales pitch. And when I do, I get bombarded with the why I rarely give in. An extra charge shows up. The $10 I was expecting to save per month turns out to be an extra $20 that shows up on each monthly invoice. Or, like over the weekend, when thanks to a fire that flooded out my old apartment building and shut down the elevators for a couple of days, I asked if I could switch days on the zip car I'd planned to move most of my important items from the old place to the new one without getting charged for 2 trips. I had tried to log in to change it before the 3 hours previous to pickup deadline, but I was having issues with the laptop internet connection and could not find a way to switch before that deadline arrived. So I quickly called customer service, asked if it would be possible to just switch the date and time of my service without any additional charge, and I was told that that would be no problem. You can imagine how the rest of the story goes. 2 days later, after numerous such unexpected expenses completely undo my budget, and I see 2 $65 charges on my account. One too many per the man's promise on the phone. So I call Zipcar, and I'm told that the person with whom I spoke did not promise me what he actually did, and even if he did, he was a subordinate that could not even have made such a promise to me. But again, he did. Thus seems to be the nature of dealing with any and all of the regular entities to which I pay regular fees. Often I'm finally able to have a promised credit or reduction in fees met, but this almost always involves spending hours on the phone or in town at some local spot for whatever service from whom I'm simply trying to get what was promised. Fun and games, such as life, etc. And I think of times when money flowed through my hands at a much greater pace. To dwell on such things, even to write these few lines, can have me reliving the experience in such a way that I feel defeated, unfocused, and unmotivated. But this is just the thing one has to deal with. If one is me, anyway. All I do is expect such things and work like hell on ways to make the entire process more efficient than it is. Less of a drain on my finances, not to mention my life, because living is the thing, right? Living as well as one can, come what may. By the way, both of the charges, all the charges that I got that were not supposed to be and weren't expected, one was with AT&T, which I don't think I mentioned here. But the Zipcar thing, I have called them every day. They promised to get back to me, and still no word. It's been a week.